Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello, you.
Hello, you.
This is...
I'm Scoop.
And I'm Trudy. This is called the Scoop and Trudy Show, but it's really the now and then.
Exactly. It's the now and the then.
We hope that you're going to enjoy being with us because this is our first show.
I know. It's so exciting because we have been literally thinking and talking about this show for 2 or 3 months now.
Yeah.
So to physically be sitting in this room,
it's a big deal.
It's so unreal.
Yeah.
It's
and we don't have a script. We don't have anything. We don't know what we're talking about. We haven't had a meeting.
No, it's just us.
Oh,
what are we going to do?
Well, let's start doing something because a lot of people are out there listening. What the heck is going on with these two chicks? Okay.
So, what do you want to do? We have so many things that we could talk about. There's so many things going on.
Well, first
how's
of
about
all,
we talk about us?
I got my flu shot.
Uh-oh.
Yes, I got my flu shot yesterday, and that seemed early to be getting a flu shot, but the doc said, no, go ahead. So I want to tell everyone, it's open territory. Let's go get your flu shot.
Exactly.
And it's open territory to get started for voting.
Oh, wow. You know what? More than ever, it's time to make sure people vote. I've been at a couple of events, and I actually hopefully will be planning one for Scoop and our community people for us to get everybody together and actually communicate the importance of voting. I've been to, over the past couple of weeks, I've been to maybe 3 or 4 hysterical things, and all of them actually go back to the fact that 50 years has only passed since civil rights. So it's no time. You know, it's a very, very short time span. And 50 years ago, people were fighting for the right to vote. And today, we're fighting to tell people to vote. And it's a complete reverse. It's a complete reverse.
If I see a woman out there that is not voting, I'm not going to speak to her.
Miss Trudy, I really don't think that they would take that because I don't think they're going to realize the importance of you not talking to them because they don't realize the importance of not voting.
Listen, you know what? We're just talking and rambling on. Nobody knows who we are.
Oh, they do.
Do they?
Yes, they know who we are.
No, they don't know.
Yes, they do.
Listen, they got to know how to spell your name. That's a beaut. I thought it was Chery.
Oh, no. So my name is really, really funny. My mom wanted me to be named Sheree, Sherree. But she was born in the 60s. Well, she was born in the 40s, and my name is actually a derivative of Stevie Wonder's Cherie Amour.
Oh,
my name is Cherie Bonique. It's French. So it's spelled as Cherie. It's spelled as Cherie, Sherri. So I have 50% of the people in the world say Cherie, and another 50% say Cherie. So I'm Cherie. Anything that's close to my name, I'm fine. So long as you don't call me Sue. We're okay.
But I think folks don't know that you're the new owner of the Scoop newspaper.
I think I've been making my rounds, but for all who don't know, I am someone who recently purchased.
Now, wait a minute. I want to tell all the folks out there, this little skinny girl, sharp, intelligent, is the millennium. Exact.
I am not a millennium, though. I was born in 69.
Well, you look like a millennium.
I act like a millennium,
too. I saw you come in those jeans. I don't know how I had to ask her how she got in them.
I jumped in them.
Yeah.
That's what you have to do.
No, I can't do that. I have to put on palazzo pants. So there's some room to get in and to get out.
No, I'm happy jumping into my pants. It's a mind over matter thing.
Well, I hope that you'll be listening to us every Thursday.
Every Thursday. Yeah. We're going to
4 o'clock. And we're going to try to make your ride home because I know there's a lot of traffic out there, a pleasant one. And also those of you who are driving at this time, pick us up on Facebook.
On Facebook? No.
Where?
Radio dial. What is it? 86.
All right, well, right now.
860.
Okay.
So if you're in your car, I had to think about that because I do everything online. So I'm like, all right, I'm just going to look it up on Facebook and listen to it later. But then I was like, oh, the radio dial really still does count because if you're in your car you can actually use the number and do 860. So
that's how they can listen.
So you go back to the old days and you don't push the dial. Now it's digital. You just push the button until it gets to 860, and we are here.
That is the old way.
The old way, yeah.
That is the old way, and I'm the old then.
You are.
Because I started in radio, back in the 1950s.
Oh, Lord, bless your soul.
Yeah, I started in radio, and I was fortunate enough to start with a brand new radio station in a little town called Inkster, Michigan.
Oh, wow.
And it was started by two dentists. Mm-hmm. And they lived in Detroit at the time, and they started this radio station. And I actually started by putting brick on brick, building the station.
Seriously?
And I became their receptionist.
Okay.
And
All
I
right.
used to say, hello, this is WCHB. May I help you? And I had the job.
So we have a whole lot more in common than people know, because I started out as a clerk typist. No, as a bookkeeper and secretary for a nonprofit. So most of us, I've come the administrative way.
We paid our way.
Mm-hmm. Definitely worked our way up.
So here we are, and we're very happy to be with you, and we want to welcome you to the show. And we expect that you will, or hope that you will, be calling in and coming in to see us and visit with us. And
so when are we going to do that? In the next couple of weeks, probably?
I hope so. In fact, right now we can ask them to send in ideas what they'd like us to talk about, and people that would like to be on the show. I think that'd be great.
What we're going to do then is, as she said, we'll throw it out there to the people who are listening today. If you have anything that you think you'd like to share or you want us to talk with you about, you can send in all information, comments, ideas of what we can do.
Send them?
Okay,
let's get our voice in here and tell us where to send them.
Where do you send this stuff to? Because we don't know anything, literally.
You just told us to be here.
You forgot to introduce me.
Oh,
that's the voice.
I know I'm invisible, but
he's the voice.
He's our surety.
The voice.
The voice is my bestie. That's Shorty.
Okay.
Yeah, he's my surety. He can be your voice. He's my surety.
Okay. Shorty the voice is here.
I'm the invisible man.
All right. Now we got another day. Come on, tell us where to send it.
Pretty much they can go to all the social media, Scoop and Trudy. And the website, scoopandtrudy.com, will be up in the next few days.
Okay.
And of course, you can go to Talk Radio 860. You can go online. You can call us, and everything will be fantastic.
And we'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, you actually sound really good. You should hang with us more often.
Yeah.
What are you trying to say?
He's really not short. He's a big man. Okay. And I see a smiling face through the window there, who's giving us some instructions. Is it time yet?
No, it's not time. We have a
Okay.
lot of time.
Where is Scoop now?
So, how's about we just do something real simple so we don't have to do this ever again? We can introduce ourselves.
Yes.
Give a little bit of background.
Okay.
About how we got to where we are, and that way people will know who we are and what it is we do, why we do it.
Well, I started out as I started telling you on radio, and that was my first intro into communications, really.
So answer this. So you started out in radio as an admin person.
As a receptionist.
That's an administrator.
Oh, okay.
And then you moved up the scale.
And
how did you end up?
there.
How did you end up being on air? What happened?
That was a little doing.
What did you do?
I was sitting at a lunch table, and I around the table were several important people in the Detroit area, and one of them was the CEO of WXYZ in Detroit, on Southfield as it was then. And he was talking to everyone around that he had to get a new weather girl. And I listened. And when I got back to my office, I called him.
Okay.
Excuse me. And his name was Mr. Pieball. And he said, yes, Trudy. Well, of course, he knew me because I had been sitting at the table. How can I help you? I said, I understand you're looking for a new weather girl. He said, yes, I am. Do you have some suggestions? And I said, yes, I do. Me. And I guess he figured she certainly got some nerve, but he wanted to be polite, so he told me to come out and audition.
Okay.
I did that, and I was accepted.
So answer this.
I didn't know anything about weather.
Because I have this picture in my head, because they show, like on the old TV shows, and they show how the weather people used to have like buckets and all of this stuff, and it was like real graphic, and you were actually really, really like creating the weather.
No,
it was nothing like it is today. So what did you do?
My toe told
your
me
toe.
what kind of weather was coming.
Okay.
Because, your folks in those days told you if you had a bad toe, the weather was going to be bad. But I couldn't go on air doing that. So, of course, I didn't know. I wasn't a meteorologist.
Okay.
And they didn't even have those courses
Exactly.
in those days. So I had a very good friend who suggested I go out to the airport and learn some terminology for giving the weather, and to go to the children's library and learn about the surroundings, about the country, so that I could talk about the weather.
Okay.
And I did that for a couple of years.
So listen, we're going to take a short break, and then we're going to come back. We're going to finish talking about what it is that you do, and then we're going to talk about what I do.
We're going to bring you from the then up to the now.
Yes, we are. Thank you.
At any given moment, somewhere in America, a baby is taking a first step, a developmental milestone. But for too many parents, a baby's first steps aren't just a milestone, they're a miracle. These are the parents of babies who were born prematurely or with birth defects. It's a crisis affecting more than 500,000 babies in the United States each year. You can help them by joining volunteers like you who walk in March for Babies. The money you raise funds research and local programs that help babies overcome the challenges of premature birth and birth defects. Together, our steps make stronger, healthier babies a reality for thousands of families. Sign up today at marchforbabies.org to take the steps that help make milestones and even miracles possible. Who will you march for?
So, we're back.
This is the
Scoop and Trudy show. Yeah, we're going to get it so that we're synonymous and we do it together. One day, one day it's going to just flow, and we're going to both chuckle the whole time. It's going to be hilarious. So you were at the library.
I was at the library. Learning something about countries and states and where they were and what kind of weather. Yeah, the whole terminology. And I did that for about a year. And then I started going out doing stories.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I became my own reporter, really. Because
that's so awesome.
It was kind of hard. It was rough. Nobody wanted me except Mr. Pivel. I have to give him the credit for having the stamina and the
But you
and the interest.
didn't stop.
No. Would you? You didn't stop. You go like crazy.
I grow like crazy today, and I'm exhausted. But, it's always interesting to me when I speak with, and I've been blessed to be around my seasoned adults and people who have been in a position to take me on and teach me something. So it's always interesting to me to see that in times that were completely different than what it is that I live in today,
it was gentle.
That they did not stop.
It was a little more gentle time. But there were very few women involved in what you do and what I did.
Well, there's still few women in what I do. It's still male-dominated. They don't like us. They like us, but they don't like us.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But even with that, it's something that's inside of you that when somebody tells you you can't do something,
it pushes you. It makes you go a little harder.
And so that's what I had to do.
So you do like I do. You go home at night, and sometimes you feel like crying. You cry yourself.
No, I don't feel like it. I did cry.
You cry, and then you get up the next morning, and you say they will never see me cry. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to keep it going.
No, they saw me cry.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry. They saw me cry, but they also felt my anger.
Okay.
And my disappointment in them as gentlemen and men. But I will say that eventually we came.
And you were accepted.
Yeah. I wouldn't say accepted, but I think that's the thing that we all need today, to be able to accommodate and to respect some other people or anybody, So
I think that's the most common.
I don't like to use the word tolerate, but they made it do.
Okay. All right. Okay, well.
And what about you, Cherie?
Oh, me. I have.
What's your life?
I'm Cinderella.
Yeah, you're Superwoman, right?
No, I'm Cinderella. I don't want to be Superwoman.
Why not? She has powers.
I prefer.
She can get free pizza.
No, I don't. I don't eat pizza. Look, I'm skinny as heck.
I'm not thinking about you. I'm talking about me. Stop being so selfish.
Well, that's not in me. I'm not a selfish person at all. I give everything away.
No, you are, and you're beautiful.
I give everything away. I've actually quit and changed my life for the world. That's not selfish.
So what's the story?
So my story is just, I guess as plain and simple as I can say. I grew up in and around Philadelphia. I've been here most of my life. I was born in California. Came here with my mother running to get back to Philly because of my father. And in coming back, she had 3 kids. She was a single parent. She raised us. She got sick when I was 10, and my grandmother took me on, so I am a grandparent's child. My grandmother raised me, and I thank God for her every single day because every bit of me is her. And I was taught to always work for what I wanted, to not ask people to do anything for me, but to do all that I could to do for myself. And to be somebody who, if I did ask somebody for help, they knew that I was at that very, very last straw because I was asking for help. So in doing that, I've worked maybe 3 or 4 jobs my entire life. I kind of goofed up in high school. I graduated on time, but right after I graduated, I found myself pregnant with my oldest daughter. And my mother, I had to drop out of college and be responsible and grow up and get a job. And my mom said to me, one thing that stuck with me, she said, one monkey don't stop no show. She said, you can still be everything that you ever wanted to be. You just have to keep pressing and don't quit, which is why I asked you. You didn't quit. And because of that, I knew I had to take care of my daughter. I wasn't eligible for assistance, any kind. So I worked. I got my first job at PCNO at 17. I stayed there until I was 20. And while I was there, I got my job, which ended up being my lifetime job at the Public Defender's Office, where I grew from a secretary to what I ended up being when I left, the HR manager. And I left there in June.
Oh, you've had several jobs that have prepared you.
I've had several jobs in between. I was a cashier. I was a ticket taker. I was the person who changed prices in the supermarket. I sew, I type, I do whatever I need to do to make an honest
Cinderella
living.
girl.
Deliver pizza?
Oh, not doing that. I probably, nobody would take me serious.
You're selfish.
No one takes the food thing serious with me. They look at me and they laugh like it's a joke. Really? Really? You're with food? Not happening. I can't do that.
Well, at least you have mastered all of these things and used them well to get where you are. And that's all that I try to tell young people, that wherever you work or whatever you do, to make it the best that you can, because somewhere along the line you're going to use it. I had no idea that I would get into communications in school because they didn't have classes like that.
Oh, wow,
no. And I went to Howard University, and they were a good school. They had a class in literature, and I think they even had a class maybe in writing.
Okay.
But I didn't take either one of those. So to have an opportunity to do this was a really great experience for me. And being a first in the line of women, particularly in television at that time, because I was born in Harlem.
Oh, wow.
So you said Philadelphia, but Philadelphia has become my home because I've spent most of my my career life here in Philadelphia at KYW when I came here in 1965. So I've had a great career here in Philadelphia, but my heart is in Harlem, believe it or not. But anyway, the people here have been very great to me, but it's very important not where you start, but how you finish. And it was very good for me to have the experiences that I had. I've worked as a waitress and a scrub woman. In fact, and when I went to Howard, they were still very segregated in Washington, D.C., so there were a lot of things. I couldn't just get an ordinary job. Yeah. So I worked in elevator, and I served. I was
you
a
worked
waitress.
in elevator in the old days when the elevators had the gates?
Yes, ma'am. and I served at restaurants at night, And their crab cakes were delicious in Washington. So I had a crab dinner every night. But anyway, there are things that you do, but it's not where you start. You just take advantage of everything and where you are and make it the best that you can and carry those experiences with you.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
Yes, we will.
Introducing the YMCA. What, you already know the why? Or so you think. Sure, you know the why for a swim, a workout, even a game of hoops. But did you know we're more than that? We're a cause. When you take your jump shot at the Y, someone else is getting job training. Take a cardio class, while kids are in an after-school enrichment program. Practice your downward-facing dog as a teen practices her leadership skills. That's the why. We work with people no matter their age, income, or background and give them the opportunity to learn, grow, and thrive, all with one simple goal in mind, to strengthen our community. And we've got so much more that does just that. So while you might think of the Y as that place for lifting weights, we're also about lifting entire communities. Introducing the Y. We're so much more than a place. We're a cause. Visit ymca.net/more.
Well, I hope that we didn't go to maudlin there talking about ourselves. We want to hear about our audience.
Well, no, I don't think we want to do that today. This is all about us. What happens when somebody gives you the floor and tells you to dance? Like, seriously, how often does that happen?
You can hear her energy.
How often does somebody actually say to you, I am just all for you today? Okay. And when that happens, you have to take the stage and and let it go.
I've never had those words spoken to me before.
Oh, do you want them?
Take the floor.
you know you're going to get it.
We're going to be here every Wednesday, folks. Every
Thursday. Miss Trudy, come on. That's press day. You know I cannot be anywhere but in the office with a stack of papers in front of me on Wednesday.
We're going to be here every Thursday.
Tell the people about last night, what press day is for you.
Oh, press day is do or die. So let me just start by saying today I'm working on 2 hours sleep. I am so amped up, and I haven't had coffee. So I don't know what this is. This must be the energy that you say that I have that I don't realize I have. So press day starts actually Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but it is do or die on Wednesday, meaning Wednesday night I have to stay up and edit until I read every column, edit everything, look at every picture, move everything around 2 or 3 times until it meets my specifications, which, mind you, I found out I'm quite a perfectionist.
No.
Yes,
no.
Bad.
No, not you. No.
It is horrible. So bad to the point that I sit there and change things around all night. But like with every week, by 3 or 4 o'clock, I'm done.
3 or 4 o'clock a.m., folks.
Yeah, 3 or 4 a.m.
A.m.
Yeah. And then we do the good thing. We get up, we go sleep 3 hours, and we hit the road again. It's on and popping.
And then you come here and do a radio show.
Now, this is my first day at this new world. I kept running around all day like, oh my God, I have to figure this stuff out. How am I going to do this? Because Thursday I deliver papers. So I haven't delivered a single paper yet today. So when I leave here, I have to go to Delaware. I have to go to Chester. I have to go to Camden.
We need help, folks.
Yeah. I have to go to CCP to an event.
And you're looking for help.
I am, but I'm not, because I'm such a perfectionist that I think that people are sent by you. Like God puts people in there and the people that you need are there when you need them. So there are some people
like Shorty.
You feel so good about the fact that you're my friend. You better stop.
That's all right. She has the energy today. Next show, watch mine.
Well, no, I'm getting ready to tell you. So a couple of my columnists have said that you do a lot, and we want to help you do some of the deliveries. So the people who are already in my circle have decided that they want to help me. So I'm actually really, really blessed and thankful.
Well, we're thankful that we have this show, thanks to Shorty. Thanks to, hey, there's Sam behind the window there.
No, that's Tim.
Sam's in
That's
Sam's in
That's Tim.
Hawaii.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's where he is.
Yeah.
Sam
Yeah, he left me behind.
us. He left us.
I thought we were cool. I don't like that dude anymore.
He's
Well,
doing a whole lot.
thank you.
Uh-huh.
And I hope that you've enjoyed being with us, and I will be back next
Are you
Thursday.
leaving already? I don't think we're right. It's time to go yet.
It's not time to go,
Why
Miss
you
Trudy. Where you
leaving?
going?
You trying to run out
She
on
trying to go get some pizza.
No, Vatican tonic.
Tim his thumbs up. He's like,
no. You know what happened last time you had a drink?
Perfect.
That long ride back. No.
Well, too.
No, you're forbidden.
Anyway, it's just one, though, folks. Don't
Just
get
one.
excited. As I did, I just went out. Okay, here
So
we are.
we still have time.
Sherry.
We're not running out of time. You
It's
know
been
what?
a pleasure.
It is going to be a pleasure.
been
You're
wonderful.
going to be with me.
I'm taking some of your energy.
You don't want
Yes,
this energy.
Yes, I need some of it back.
All
But
right.
I've used a lot of it through the years.
Well, see, I have energy. You have knowledge and education and history and all of those good things. So we're going to bring it together and like put it in this little ball and just like throw it out to the world.
And
How's about we do
hopefully
that?
we'll get some of it back from our
Our people
viewers and our listeners because they have to get the scoop.
And Trudy.
And Trudy. And my show
That
is
was
on.
very good, as if you actually practiced that.
I told you eventually it's going to hit. It's just going to pop off and we're going to be so perfect that nobody's going to realize, at least we're not, that we're doing it.
Okay, and my show, by the way, is on, when is it? Wednesday. That's where I got the Wednesday from. It's on Wednesday nights. I knew it was something about
You
Wednesday.
sure you
Can't
didn't have that
remember.
gin and tonic already?
Not yet, but it's coming. I'm getting close to it. Anyway, on Wednesday nights on Comcast 66 and Verizon 29. So you can tune in then to see the show. This will be different from what we're doing now. This is just you and me.
You know what? If you need me on your show, you know I'm there for you. So we both have to continue doing all of the great works that we do so that we can push this. Because this isn't just a Scoop and Trudy thing. This is a whole lifestyle that we're trying to push onto people and let them know that you can appreciate your elders and the people who came before you, that you should respect them.
And that
as
the
well
two
as,
ages can work
exactly,
together.
as well as
And share.
you share with me. So we need to learn how to come together because unless I know my history, I can never go anywhere. So you're my history because now I'm in publishing, I'm in the news, and you are where if it weren't for people such as you, I wouldn't be there.
And she can just take them and twist them into
Who, me?
today. Yes.
Okay, we can do that. So I think time is almost up. We have done it. High five, Miss Trudy. I'm going to teach you.
All right.
High five. It's on and popping. We did it.
Good job, folks. Good job. See you next week.